Hey everybody, good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is something that has to be exposed. I am going to try to keep this quick only so that we get the point across. Exposed who these people are. As many of you know, this woman right here has been harassing me, stalking me, slandering me, defaming me on social media. But it's not just the slander. It's not just the defamation of character. It's not just the lies. It's not just her arms, it's all of it. It's constant stalking and harassment, threats against my friends, threats against my family, against my animals. They've tried everything. They've called the FBI. They've filed criminal reports. They've filed criminal reports where certain places where the police will take them, because not everybody will. Unfortunately, some people will, which is being looked into, and courts or cases are being moved to other courts because reports should have never been taken. This woman has been harassing me, stalking me, cyberbullying me for the past year nonstop, okay? They came out exactly a year ago and started a smear campaign against me. Her and her husband, along with guests that she's had on her show, came out and started a smear campaign against me on behalf of deported drug trafficking felon Oscar El Blue. Yes, that guy you see out there begging for money from patriots, claiming he's a reporter at the border, crossing illegally into America under the false claims that he is an essential worker in America, even though the border is shut down. Ask for President Trump for the pandemic. We have a border shutdown. The border is only open to American citizens, American legal residents, and essential workers. He has lied to DHS over and over and over and over and over again, claiming he is an essential worker. This woman works for Oscar El Blue. He constantly donates publicly and privately. He makes some of his donations public. Many of you have seen his donations public on her program. I call it a shit show. She calls it a program. She spends her life harassing myself and others. This was her first show. This was the first video she ever made about me as a form of intimidation, so I wouldn't keep exposing Oscar El Blue, okay? And their latest criminal accusation, which was yesterday before a court, one of the members of her online hate group, because she has a hate group, she has an organization, a funded organization composed of different members that go around filing fake criminal complaints and civil restraining orders against myself and others, okay? Her latest accusation, because we use a picture from this video, we use a still from this video a lot to expose who she is. Apparently, she does not like the way she looks in this video. She's not happy with her image on this video. But this is something that people should know as public figures, okay? When you put yourself out there, you expose yourself to criticism. You expose yourself, your content to be shared. This image of her has been shared a lot. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like it. She's not happy with the way she looks. So, their latest accusation before a court, and hopefully we can get the transcripts of this accusation, is that I have put a digital bullet hole through her chest as a way to harass her and stop her from speaking the truth about me and others, because she harasses not just me, she harasses myself and others. She's been sued before. She has a pending restraining order in the city of Los Angeles that had to be suspended because of the pandemic. But this is going to be more than civil. So because of this picture, they claim before a court that is a digital bullet hole that was put through her chest, okay? that this was a digital bullet hole put through her chest. They tried to convince the courts yesterday through their fake, bogus, criminal, fake accusations, committing perjury, claiming that a digital bullet hole was put through her chest. Think of what criminals these people are. Think of what they're trying to do. Think of how desperate they are. Because if every accusation that you've ever made against me, every allegation you've ever made against me was true, my God, lady, I should already be in jail if everything you've said about me over the past year is true. When you called me a human trafficker and a voter fraud and a prostitute and all the things that you called me. If any of the 100 things you've said about me and accused me of were true, then you wouldn't need to be making things up to a court, like saying that whatever you've got there, which is we could see clearly what it is, but on this picture, because of the lighting or who knows, you claim this is a bullet hole. Well, not you, but one of your associates, one of your hate group associates claimed before a court yesterday that I put a digital bullet hole on your picture, when the truth is you just don't like the way you look in this picture. But guess what? When you start bashing and slandering people on public platforms like the one you have, which you get paid to slander, harass me, cyberbully, and stalk me, people are going to make fun of you. That's what happens. I'm sorry if you don't like the way you look. I'm sorry if you don't like your arms. That's just what they look like. If you don't like the way you look, perhaps you should be taking the video down. So you see that necklace? You see how clear you can see that necklace? It's very clear that it's a necklace, right? It's very clear. This picture is a picture of a computer. The lighting is different, as you can see. It looks different. On here, you can't see the chain for whatever reason. But they claimed before a court yesterday that I was putting digital bullet holes through their chest. Think of what criminal these people are, and not only that, but how desperate they are. Not just like the left. She is the left. She hates Donald Trump. She's made dozens of videos against him, dozens of statements about him, calling him a Nazi and a fascist, and saying that he's committing genocide and putting children in cages and killing the indigenous people, and that Melania is evil, and beating him with a piñata on his figure of a piñata, or a piñata with a figure of his. So this is exactly what these people do. And if you don't like the way you look, lady, perhaps you shouldn't be putting yourself out there, especially in clothing that exposes the parts of you that you hate so much. This is what you look like. And this is just a picture of you. This is what you look like. And that is not a bullet hole. I'm sorry to break it to you. It's a reflection of your necklace. And it's fine when you want to make these slanderous videos, and stupid people who believe you, if anybody ever does, except other than the haters, the jealousy-driven haters. But for you to go before a court and claim this is a bullet hole is perjury, and you know it. It's not my fault you don't like what you look like. It's really not my fault you don't like what you look like. That's what you look like. This is unedited. This is a video, okay? This is a video. This is unedited, and that's just what you look like. And it's not my fault that you put yourself out there and you got so many people to start hating you. That's what you look like. Yes, that's what you look like. That's what your arms look like. This is unedited, and that's not a bullet hole, okay? And if I take a picture of your video right now, the same will probably show up. That's what you look like. And when you're out there, again, when you're out there harassing people and bullying people, you better deal with the consequences. That's being bullied on social media for being a fraud, which is what you are, for being a liar, for being a disgusting, hungry liar, is what you put yourself out there. You exposed yourself out there. Sorry, this came up with a flash. But see, the necklace doesn't show all that much. But either way, these people are a bunch of liars, okay? That's what they are. So be careful. And she was hired, recruited by deported felon, Oscar L. Blue, hooker, prostitute, who was involved in prostitution in the city of Tijuana. Many have come out to speak against them. And the best way he has to shut people up and stop them from speaking the truth is through attacking them. By using women like this one, by creating fake pages where he posts pictures of decapitated bodies with our faces on them, by threatening us with filing fake police reports and fake complaints, by calling people Antifa, by calling people paid actresses, Democrats. The only paid actress in all of this is him, and the only leftist, socialist, Democrat is his best friend right here, who harasses dozens and dozens of Republicans and people who support Trump, and who harasses the president himself. Even has a piñata made of him and stuffs his mouth and says that ought to shut him up. She hates the president. She hates Republicans. She hates America. She calls America Americaca. So it's important for us, for people to know, okay? And yesterday they claimed before a court that was a bullet hole. That's how desperate these people are, because they've tried everything and nothing works. Bye, guys.